Diana Garrett here with Sharpie, and today I'd like to talk to you about Sharpie Stained Brush Tip Fabric Marker. It is a brush tip fabric marker that is permanent when used on canvas and t-shirt fabric and all kinds of fabric. A lot of us like to personalize things, and this is an easy way to do it. There are a couple things that you need to see here first, and I'll show you some hats that I've decorated. Here's one with a dog on it, just using black. The number 1. Everyone likes to be number 1. That's simple, just using the blue marker and a purple to outline it. Here's the green hat, and I used the green marker with a little blue on that to make it stand out. Everyone has a princess in their family, and I just adhered some of the jewels that have the sticky back on there, make a little crown. And people have birthdays, that's fun to celebrate. So those are a few hats that I've done. I've done a few bags here, and the first thing that you want to do when you start out doing this is to put a cardboard inside of your bag, or you can stuff it with a bath towel. Either way makes a great surface to use with your pens, and then it won't bleed through to the other side. So just to show you a little grass here on this cloth here, here I could make some grass with the green here using the side of the marker. I could press hard and use the point. After I build it up a little bit, you see I only have one shade of green, and I am getting different values here. But I could also take a little bit of yellow and either put the yellow down first or put the yellow over the top now. Can you see how that's changing the color a little bit? So I can layer my colors. That is a cool thing. I could add a little blue to this green area here, and then go back over that with some more green, and you will see that that darkens up that green and makes a really nice dark green. So there I have some grasses. If I like, and I want there to be flowers in the grass, I can just use the point and make some dots here. So you can see I can use the point, I can use the side, or I can press hard and do thick and thin. So that shows you that it's always important to put something inside, and it's important to first iron your object. Whatever you get from the store, take it and iron it. So here you can see I have a pug dog, my friend Wendy. I'm doing that for her, and she loves pugs. And what I've drawn on here with, this is a Sharpie Stain marker that I've just about used up, and you can see here it's not very black anymore, but I'm saving it because it's perfect for drawing onto the canvas and not leaving a very dark mark then. So I never throw anything away. I keep all of these. These are available in packs of 4 and 8 and open stock. And let's just look at a little bit of lettering here. Here is a canvas bag, and I've stuffed it with mat board. You never want to use cardboard, because cardboard has it's a corrugated finish, and sometimes those lumps, it looks smooth, but those lumps will show up if you go to shade with this. So try not to use cardboard. Try to use chipboard or a cereal box or something that's nice and hard. Let me just show you a few of these letters here, just to show you how easy it is to do it. So I'm just going to do the E here, and I'm holding it on its side, letting it be a nice even width to make a nice block letter. And sometimes you'll want to go back over it. You can probably see here that parts of this are darker, and I'm going to go back over it. Now, this one has a drop shadow, and I want to let this dry before I put that on, because if I touch that wet red marker to this, I will get a blend. So I'm going to let that dry. I'll do the M for you here. And to do the M, I'm going to start out the same way. And I could have started with yellow first. I guess I forgot that. But the yellow doesn't show up very well in the video, so I'm just going to start with orange, and I'll just do a 2-color blend here for you. I'm just kind of eyeing it up here. Maybe you have a good eye for lettering, maybe you don't. If you don't, You can use stencils, you can cut out, print them on the computer and cut them out. You could use stick-on letters, you could use someone else's handwriting, you could use, write it out, stick it on a light box or up to a window. That would work. So I want to put a little bit of red on the top here. And this is another stroke. I'm pressing hard and I'm letting off the pressure here then. So you can see how it makes a feathery type of look down here, and it goes out lighter as I do that. So I'm going to do that here. That's a great way to shade. And then I'm going to use the point. Go in here with the point. Makes a really nice, hard, sharp edge when I use the point. And that's especially important. If you happen to be using a knit fabric, it's really important to secure that knit a little bit so that the tip of this doesn't catch into it. And I'm going to also do a little video on t-shirts, and I'll tell you a little bit more about that then, but you want to put something adhesive back there so it holds that knit for you. So now I'm going to go back with the orange. You can see how nicely that's blending in when I go back in there. It's filling in the canvas. A really nice blend. If I want to have a little bit of yellow now, I can even just try and put just a little bit of yellow here. See, that's brightening it up, but it's probably hard to see in that video what the yellow is doing. But don't be afraid to blend the colors. And if you happen to get the tip dirty like I did here, you can scrub it off, or you can take a paper towel. I don't have a paper towel with me here, but you can take a piece of paper or paper towel and just pinch it just a little bit. And that will take that color right off the end. Sometimes it's stained, but it won't contaminate your next color then. So that's how to clean the tips. Let's do, let me put the drop shadow on here. Maybe this is dry enough now. And if it's not, I'll show you how to fix it. So drop shadow, I'm putting on the bottom and the right hand sides here. Bottom, right, and I'm leaving a small imaginary line of dry right in between there. So that's how I'm doing the drop shadow. Another really quick style of lettering, I'll save the bubble letter for last just in case I don't have time to do it, but another really quick style is this A here, and you can just block in the area where you might want your A to be, and then just go over it, and I'm going to use red, but you could use another color if you want, and I'm just going to make some lines here. And then go across. And I didn't have to worry about the edges or anything here, and I can tweak it and play with it a little more. Pretty soon it'll be a solid red letter if I want it to be. So that's the A. Let's take a look at the M here, the bubble. The bubble type letters are the most fun, but probably take the most time. So let's just take a look at this bubble here. I would start and I would put yellow in the center here where the highlight would be. Come in with my orange next. See how that red even blends in with that orange. Really nice. Again, I'm doing that kind of pressing hard and letting off the pressure here. I really need to saturate it, especially some of these twills that have a really rough texture. Really take a lot of saturating to get the fabric nice and moist so that it's blending and moving around like you want it to do. part of my M. Now I'm going to put a little bit of outline with the red. I should have played a little music for you in the background, but sorry, didn't do that. So I have some red in there. I'm going to go back in with the orange here just to blend that in a little bit. You can probably see how nice that's blending right now because it's moist. And it's really getting rid of that edge. I'm blending in. I don't want to blend out because I don't want it to flare out into the neutral color of the canvas there. I just want it to come in here and be nice and have a highlight, comic letter. Put a little bit of a little shadow on the inside here. Go back over that with the orange. Make that look a little bit darker right there. Just keep working it. Can't make a mistake. If it gets too red, I can put a little purple on the outline or a little black on the outline and bring it up with that. Now when this is drier, or altogether dry, I'm going to take the black and I'm going to outline it in the black. If I put the black in right now, the black will bleed, and I don't want that to happen. So it's all, the other trick is knowing when to work it into the wet and when to work it into the dry. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. You've seen here how you can decorate. Here's a painter's cap. This one is called Soar, and it has the two butterflies holding up the heart. And here I put a book inside of here so that I could color on this pug, and I'm about halfway finished. But to do the ears, I start with light blue, I go to purple, and then I put in the black so that the highlights are light blue and purple in there in this pug. I also put, there's no brown, so I start with orange and I put some blue and some black over the orange, and it takes on a brownie tone. So I hope you enjoyed that. Thank you for your time. I hope you'll try our Sharpie Stained Marker.